What's up, YouTube? So I'm here with my friend Lindsey.
Hi.
And we are going to make a pour thing today. Technical term. So she picked out the colors and they're awesome. So we have aqua. We have teal. We got some red violet. And this white I'm going to mix with the iridescent medium. And so this is going to be our silver. Are we doing gold too?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're doing gold.
Wait, what happened to black?
And we got black.
Perf.
So we got a lot of colors up in this piece. You know what's funny? When you say up in this piece, it totally is, because it's a piece of art, and then it's like up in this. Okay, do you want to put a dropper full of teal in that? And then, there we go, so that we're in frame.
You have to shake it?
Yeah. And, while you're shaking it, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know what's up. A whole drop, right?
A whole dropper.
Okay.
And then and then whole dropper full on that one. And the red violet. And then the white. Yes, we're doing a little bit different. So the white, we're adding the iridescent medium in it. I found this on sale, and I was like, that stuff's expensive. I'm never buying that. I found it on sale. I was like, you know what? I just might buy that. And I've not gotten any great iridescence when I've used this, so I'm actually gonna kind of go light on the floetrol in this one, just so we can, and drop it on there. And so we've got black. Awesome. And then let's stir that bad boy out. I'll borrow this for a moment.
Stir this?
Yes,
with
please. What? Oh.
I need some
With
else.
what? We shall use the stir sticks. So I'm going to go light on the floetrol and then water to texture. Because I really hate it when I've got super awesome shiny stuff and then the floetrol makes it milky white. You know, and there's nothing wrong with milky white, sorry. Just hit the charging cable, because, you know, but I need to go outside.
Stir.
Please. Yeah. And so we'll stir all these. What didn't we didn't do gold yet. How can we forget the gold?
Now, if I want it darker, can I add more color?
Yes. So it's also going to dry darker than that.
Okay.
Because floetrol makes everything white.
Gotcha.
So it's probably like, I don't know, 1 to 2 shades darker.
I'm adding a little more.
Yeah, you do you, girl.
Okay.
You do you, boo. Alright. And this stuff is crazy heavy. If you ever use this and you're like, that's a giant bottle of gold, I need that in my life. This bottle of gold, the gold is so heavy. You have to make sure it's more diluted than the rest of your paints because it just sinks. For a while I had a ton of different, I was using gold in everything and it kept sinking, and I would make it lighter and then it kept sinking. This was a nasty, I don't know, nasty thing that happened. I don't know what I was trying to say. But, yeah, it was terrible. It kept disappearing. All right, so one thing that I hadn't done before, she asked for silver, and so I had never used this iridescent medium before. And you know what? It's still not the right consistency. It's clumpy. The little cottage cheesy. So yeah, we gotta fix that. This is the pouring medium that I'd made. It's not floetrol, but it's 1 part floetrol, 1 part gloss medium, and 1 part bookbinder's glue.
Bookbinder's glue.
Yeah. So the thing is the polymer's inside the bookbinder's glue. That looked chunky to you.
A chunk came out.
I know this is super exciting. See? Goes in a circle. Alright. Oh, much better. Okay, so we haven't talked about this in a little while, but pretty much everything in pouring comes down to consistency. As long as it's the right consistency, it's hard to mess it up. And once you kind of get the magic consistency down, you're good. But until then, you're boned.
Boned.
Boned. It's a technical term for it. What am I doing?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What are you looking for?
This cup. This cup. We've got the littler cups to mix, and I'm gonna get some even smaller cups, but these cups are the ones that that we purchased and didn't realize we had. And so now I get to use them. So I love dusting my cups, make sure all the paints come out. Somebody asked on the live video why we don't put it in the color cups as well. I don't want like a big old oily mess, and so I only spray it in the cup like that. So we totally just have a little bit of all over the sides. All right, so what color do you want to be the predominant color?
I think one of these.
Okay, so do you want the lighter blue or darker blue?
Let's do...
I know, right?
I
The
don't
decisions.
know. I don't know. Colors. Like a white and one of these. I don't know.
Let's just start. So if it's first in, last out. First in, last out. So it's going to be the predominant color.
Mm-hmm. So you end up mixing these?
Yeah. We all just toss them in this cup. And
together?
Together. It's called a dirty flip cup.
Oh, wait a second. Isn't that just going to mix it all up into one muddy color?
Oh, my friend. Oh, my friend. No, they stay separate. And they'll mix. Do you see that clump? Dang it. Somebody told me to go to the store and buy tweezers today for clumps when they come into your thing. And I was like, oh, the guy's name is, his screen name is Robot Snot. Something Robot Snot. It's probably the coolest screen name I've seen. I mean, there's some pretty good ones out there, but Robot Snot. What next?
For colors.
For colors.
You did white. Let's do black.
Black? Okay. So black is a strong color, and so it's going to cover up a whole lot.
Well, shoot. Then pink.
Then pink, okay. And gold?
Mm-hmm.
Get out of my head. Just get all that pink up in there.
So whatever you put in first then is going to do that.
Yes.
Right?
So it's kind of our base.
Weird how that works.
Yeah, right. And so after we've actually poured it in, what are we doing? Last is the blue?
Yeah.
To the darker blue? Okay. That's already going to be gorgeous. Check this out. All right. It's all kind of selling up
Yeah.
already. All right, so what we do is we flip it over, and then that was the coolest flip. I usually spill some off. All right, here we go. So, where'd my torch go? She came in, it's like midnight o'clock right now. And she came in, and we had planned on painting, or we had mentioned painting before. And then she rolls in at midnight after the going away party with my wife. And I was like, hey, do you want to paint? So she's trying to get home, and so we're trying to do this quick. So,
But you can't rush art.
You cannot rush the... so we're popping these air bubbles right now. So all throughout there's these air bubbles that come to the top. And...
I have picked some amazing colors, if I may say so myself.
It was amazing.
That is awesome.
Let's see, more to the side. Dang, there's a lot of air bubbles in this one.
I was going to say, you better be impressed over here, sitting over here on your phone.
Wow. All right, so now we kind of tilt it a little bit. Oh, what's your favorite part? What do you want to lose least?
Lose? What do you mean? I really am liking this up here.
Okay.
But this is really pretty also. Gosh, so is that. It's all good. So's this. What do you mean?
We gotta tilt something off.
What
Actually,
do you mean,
we could
tilt it off?
We could add white to the outside.
That would be cool. I like all this.
It's very pretty.
Isn't it pretty?
It's very pretty.
Do I get to have this? No one else can have this. I'll buy it. Okay.
It'll dry. You don't have to buy it.
It's fine.
Where's
okay,
my
I
white?
don't know how you do this.
Won't some of it stay when you tilt it off?
Yeah, most of it will stay.
So
But-
pretty.
Just play
She
with
wants
it and
all of it.
tilt off.
She wants
like
all of
it.
it, so we're gonna make up some white. Actually, I'm super not known for making my white. I usually just tilt the crap out of it, cause that's the way I roll.
Well, it will just change the design once you tilt it, right?
Yeah.
It's just gonna move
It
it around.
changes.
Oh, but I
it.
really like all this.
Okay.
You might ruin it with it.
You might.
It doesn't
Art,
ruin
though,
it.
you never know.
How about this?
Just scoop this up and put it on there.
Oh, we totally do that.
Can't you?
Yeah, we can. Do you want to do that instead? I've already started the white though.
Oh, okay, whatever. You're the artist.
What do you?
I don't know how this process goes.
No, you could do either one. Either one of those is a fantastic idea.
Put white on part of it and scoop that on another corner.
Okay. And you know that chunk we poured in?
Yeah?
I don't see it, so that's good news.
This is just looking so awesome.
So that's why I went to the thrift store and I got just a cake froster
Oh,
and put it in my vise and I bent it twice so we have an
Yeah.
offset spatula.
well, that's cool.
And we're gonna have to tilt that so it's not so jarring. The line isn't
Yeah.
so. I'm gonna mix that.
Yeah. Can I use this one?
Mm-hmm. So maybe we can tilt some of it this way and then put the white on these edges.
Okay.
And so then we'll have like maybe 2 or 3 connected edges and then...
Don't lose this beauty. it's still changing. It's doing its own thing.
Oh, for real.
I love it how it's, like, once this goes on YouTube, if you jump back and forward a little bit,
yeah,
this outline is brand new, and this white is brand new, just from the time we painted, dropped it on. But yeah, let's tilt it a little bit because this edge is kind of jarring. Okay, seriously? Flow. Flow. Go off.
Okay, this is, I'm trying not to lose much.
what?
I didn't give you enough water in that order. And so if you're watching on the YouTube, this is gonna be sparkly, but since it's in it's mixed up with all these other colors, it's not quite sparkly yet, but it will be sparkly.
Try something new.
There's this one lady that does a fan-frickin-tastic job of like all these other stuff afterwards. Oops. See, I'm gonna have to pull that out in a second. Messes with her purity. Her light, our amazing pure light.
Oh, but that's pretty once that mixes in.
Oh yeah, and if you like that, you can also take like the popsicle stick and make it wispy, or somebody did a fork. Oh, Miriam's Nature. If you guys are interested, Miriam's Nature is the name of another channel. She does some really cool stuff. People have been telling me to watch her for a long time, and I'm like, I already watched like 7 people. To and from work, I watch these episodes, and I live like an hour and a half away from where I work. And so I watch painting until I don't know, until my brain's ready to explode.
While you're driving?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not watching it. But if they say like, wow, look at that, I pause it and pull over. Like, what? What do I need to look at? Yeah, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oops.
There's some cool colors, Lens.
Yeah, I like it.
The cool thing is, too, it doesn't really take that much effort. I mean,
There's parts of it that are hard and take some time to get used to, but for the most part, it's not. Alright, so what do you want to do over here? We can pull this paint off and white that, or we can kind of force the white back away from this stuff.
And have this edge be colored? Yeah, whatever.
Well, this is yours. Eventually
I don't know how to do this, so... What are my options again?
So we can take this white over and kind of...
Scrape that?
Yeah, pull it off, and we'll pull this paint off and add more white paint. So it'll... This is actually cool as it's doing it. It's kind of feathering over the white.
See, it just gets better and better, and then you... I don't know. I don't want it ruined.
Yeah, I totally feel you.
So I do like this, so if we just move that over and it kind of did the same thing if you add more white or as you pull it over, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll just use this one. Even check that out. Our palette knife looks awesome.
Yeah. Reminds me of like a geode.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Like one of those amethyst geodes, or I don't know what else is purple. When did I throw it down? I knew I needed it in just a second. So I went and bought a box of rags, and this is like a polyester rag. It doesn't absorb anything, like at all. I'm kind of liking how this is just becoming part of it, because at first it did not look like part of it. Alright. Let's give it a second to figure out what it's going to do. And then we'll cover our edges while it's kind of developing. And alright. So to cover the edges, a lot of times we just... Oh. Noose. Look at the size of that.
What is that?
It's dried paint, and it's got the consistency of a booger in one poke it.
No.
No. No, you're dumb and gross. So kind of just do the same thing we did with the top of the canvas.
Oh, I see. You're just making it all covered.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like when it's all covered better. And the only hard part, actually I have done this before. The hard part comes together when you're trying to get this edge where the white and the dark meet. Just because you don't, like, I always tend to overdo it. Oh, you need to hang it like that. That is,
yeah, that's great.
That is awesome.
I rather like it with the dripping paint look.
Well, you don't have to fix it anymore then. Good. If you like the dripping paint, then dripping paint you shall have.
I like it. The natural flow. Let it flow, okay? That's it.
You know what? Actually, that's... Yeah. Now that I think about it. So, one of my... Check that out. I love how it's totally...
That. Oh, you've wasted beauty right there.
Actually, check this out. So, so this is the Yupo, the same thing that we did the... So we'll just set this aside and let it finish doing what it's going to do for a moment.
You don't have to heat it or nothing? It's just going to dry?
Yeah, we...
That's it?
That's it.
Oh.
It'll continue to change a little bit, but not a whole lot. But this is freaking gorgeous, so one of the things we can do is just stick the... And this is polypropylene paper, so it's plastic paper.
What's it for, usually?
I think they did some sort of technical work on it, and then artists got a hold of it. So...
All the colors.
So sometimes we take it, and I've done one of these. Actually, do you want to smush and play?
Smush and play?
Yeah, just smush it in there.
Oh, I see. Can I use these other colors too?
Like I took a macro of this one,
Yeah.
And I just took a picture of this right there and blew it up, and it looks freaking incredible. And so a lot of times we're not looking for perfection, we're just looking for a...
Oh, I just ruined my own.
Oh, did you?
I got a piece.
Oh, okay, we'll pick it out.
No, it's fine. It's art. I did that.
And then...
Getting my own self icky. Give me the non-absorbing towel.
Yeah, right. I can't believe they put a polyester one in the...
It must be good for something.
It's got to be good for some... I have no idea what. I just end up... Okay. So anyway, do you want that?
Maybe not.
Maybe not, okay. Oh my gosh, I started watching Bob Ross the other night. Dude, that guy is so awesome. I mean, I've watched him before, but... Oh, man.
He is good.
And we'll take this almighty palette knife and...
Everything is almighty. We're happy little.
Mm-hmm. A little happy trees right over here.
Give him a buddy right there.
Happy clouds.
Oh, man. That guy.
Who doesn't remember him?
Did you watch him on PBS?
Yeah.
Nice.
I guess if you're not an 80s baby or 90s, I don't know who he is.
Oh, I'm covering up your white again. I'm not letting it flow.
Well, the white part, I guess, who cares? But the dripping of the other colors is really pretty.
Okay, we'll leave the dripping. Actually, you know what? Now that you mention it, I kind of like the...
Yeah.
Just let it drip.
You think? Pretty?
Mm-hmm.
I do
like
know...
the color going out the top between the white.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm. You pull that thing out right there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me just butting in.
I
What are you
know.
pulling out? Yeah, you want to be quiet the whole time.
Oh.
Now she pops in.
We're so far off the frame. My bad, guys.
Kidding, just kidding.
My bad.
Well, we moved it away.
We moved it so far off the frame. It's
Now you're getting stuff.
No, it happens all the
Oh,
time.
okay.
yeah.
What were you talking about? Oh, yeah. Oh, dang it. That one already had a color on it.
Yeah.
Look, it looks like I've been to a strip club. I've got shimmer all over me now.
Now that I messed it up, I gotta fix it.
It'll feather itself in a little bit. Okay, I think we're about done. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Little different than usual, but I love having friends and... Well, yeah, I love having friends, but I love being able to do this with friends too. So guys, thank you for watching. Have a fantastic evening or day or whichever moment of the... Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to stop talking. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.